Let me introduce myself.
Ah.
I am Niti Shukla and I am faculty here. I'm
Faculty?
Yes, in PDP for personality development.
Personality
Yeah.
development.
Yes. So I'm the teacher of soft skills, and I basically teach in second year and third year BTech.
Okay.
तो ये मेरा शॉर्ट सा इंट्रोडक्शन था सर.
ठीक है, तो मैं अपने बारे में बता देता हूँ. मेरा नाम महीप सिंह है और आई एम टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द इनोवेशन हब यूपी, which is established by government of UP under UP Startup Policy 2020, and the purpose of establishing this innovation hub is to foster the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among the students, and we work on a hub and spoke model. So we support the incubation centers, we create the incubation centers, we train the incubation the stakeholders, and we make them learn how to onboard the startups and how to support the startups. So all the viable ecosystem we try to create with the institutions.
So personally, I am from a very non-tech background, so I don't really know about all these things in pretty detail. So can you please tell me?
So incubation is not about having the technical information.
Yeah.
It's all about how to get revenue out of your innovation. That's it. How to sell your product in the market, how to market the product. So it's all about this.
It's like being a good salesperson or something else.
This can be a part of the startup, but this is not all.
Okay. So I have just finished my master's and I have just stepped into this teaching program.
Okay.
Yes, I have qualified NET and then I was appointed here.
That's great.
That's why I don't have much information about these things. So it's very fortunate for me to learn all these things. Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually fortunate for you because you are sitting in the incubation centers and incubation center, and you are taking the interview of the people who are taking care of this entire ecosystem, and you are also fortunate enough to have the interview of Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Yes.
Because he is the person who is trying to create the ecosystem in the entire state, because AKTU represent the technical institutions across UP. AKTU has around 800 institutions, and most of them are technical. And if you take, the incubation center or the imagination of the incubation center is usually comes from the technical institution itself, because most of the startups usually come from the technical background, and it is always feasible to establish the incubation center in the technical institution. So AKTU institutions are everywhere in every district of the state. So, and Honorable Vice Chancellor is head of this entire family. So in that way, you are fortunate enough to have the interview of Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Obviously, I'm fortunate in every aspect since I've been here, because for me personally, I really pursue to increase my knowledge regarding everything which is happening around me. So that is why, and it was my first experience, like taking a podcast session. It's a first experience for me, and it's quite it's going great actually.
So all the ecosystem, enablers are here. Usually they become in the incubation center.
Quite impactful.
Like most important constituent of any incubation center is the startup itself. बिना उसके तो कुछ possible है ही नहीं. So startup is the unit who work on the idea to bring their product in the market. And then ecosystem, अगर मैं पार्टनर्स की बात करूं जिसमें मैनेजर्स हमारे आते हैं या उसके सीईओ आते हैं या फिर और जितने लोग जो टेक केयर करते हैं इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स को और इनके पार्टनर्स की बात करूं, I'm telling you just to make you understand कि ये पूरा इकोसिस्टम कैसे काम करता है. Then there are investors जो कि उनके आइडिया के बेसिस पे, उनके प्रोडक्ट के बेसिस पे उनको इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. देन देयर आर मेंटर्स जिनका रोल बहुत अहम होता है, जो कि स्टार्टअप को मेंटर करते हैं कि भाई आपका प्रोडक्ट चलेगा मार्केट में कि नहीं चलेगा इनिशियल लेवल पे, और अगर कुछ कमी रह गई है तो किस तरह से इसको आप सेल करो, किस तरह से मार्केट करो, किस तरह से आप इसको प्लेस करो मार्केट में. तो वो पूरा का पूरा काम मेंटर्स का होता है. तो ये कुछ 4-5 इनेबलर्स मिलके इस पूरे इकोसिस्टम को बनाते हैं, इस पूरे स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम को बनाते हैं।
और सर गवर्नमेंट का कैसे फाइनेंशियली कैसे हेल्प मिलती है?
So to start with, within any state who has just started this ecosystem, यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट का बड़ा अहम रोल होता है, because the primary financial support is being given by the government itself. बिना उसके पॉसिबल नहीं होता है। गवर्नमेंट की अगर दुनिया भर की स्कीम्स ना हो तो कहीं भी स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम चल नहीं सकता। सी, we all talk about $1 trillion economy for the UP. अभी honorable vice chancellor sir was talking about the $5 trillion economy for the state, for the country, for the India.
Yes.
And we talk about the $1 trillion economy because we are confined to the state only, and we are directed to take care of the state ecosystem, startup ecosystem. So, I mean, I would like to refer one of the very important, survey by Deloitte India, and they said that in 2023 that a major role to make the $1 trillion economy, $1 trillion economy of the state would be by the startup itself. 15% startups, 15% role play करेंगे startup system, और हम लगभग आधा अचीव कर चुके हैं। तो इस तरह से गवर्नमेंट समझते इस बात को कि क्रिएटिंग द स्टार्टअप विद इन द स्टेट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज स्टार्टअप इज द थिंग जहाँ पे कि अगर हम 10 को सपोर्ट करते हैं, उसमें से अगर एक दो भी निकल के बाहर आते हैं तो वो इतना जॉब क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, इतना इकोनॉमी को सर्कुलेट कर सकते हैं पूरे स्टेट की, कि जिससे कि हमारा $1 trillion इकोनॉमी को बहुत सपोर्ट मिल सकता है। Obviously. So that's why government has launched, I mean, usually government launches a lot of schemes in every state, not only in UP, but in every state. सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट की बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है creating a lot of schemes for the startups. Like if I talk about the UP government has a startup policy which was primarily made in 2016. Then first amendment was done in 2020, then 22. So according to the policy, there are financial incentives provisions for the startups. Like sustenance allowance was there, 17,500 rupees were given to the startups who are just passed out from any institution, and they are working on their ideas. So उनको खाने रहने की व्यवस्था हो जाए, अपने आइडिया पे काम करते रहें, तो they should not think about getting the placement from any college. Yeah. So इसके लिए गवर्नमेंट उनको 17,500 रुपए देती है. Then if they are done with their ideation part and they want to make their own prototype, then government support with the 5 lakh rupees one time. So that is prototype grant. Grant means once it is given, you need not to return that money. Against the grant, you have to return the यूटिलाइजेशन सर्टिफिकेट होगी। ओके, आपने इसको यूटिलाइज कर लिया, आपने उसके अगेंस्ट में सर्टिफिकेट दे दिया, दैट इज कॉल्ड ग्रांट। फिर अगर आपको मार्केट में लेके जाना है, गवर्नमेंट हैज अनदर ग्रांट व्हिच इज 7,50,000 रुपीस। ओके, यस। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, ऑल टुगेदर वी हैव अराउंड 14-15 लाख रुपीस जो हम स्टार्टअप्स को देते हैं। हम मतलब जब मैं हम की बात करता हूँ, तो सिंस AKTU इज द बिगेस्ट largest affiliating institution, yes, right. So this responsibility of creating the ecosystem in the state was given to the AKTU itself. Government said, "भाई आप सबसे बड़े हो, आप ही करो कुछ." Yes. Then AKTU said, since innovation hub was not established that time in UP, I'm talking about 2021. So they said to the UP IT electronics department that we will give you 150 CR rupees to disburse this amount to create the incubation centers in the state and to support the startups. तो 150 करोड़ रुपए उन्होंने दिए। So जब मैं बोलता हूँ कि हम सपोर्ट करते हैं, means this support is indirectly given by the AKTU itself. Yes. To the institutions through UPLC, Department of IT Electronics. So इस तरह से कुछ 15 लाख रुपए के आसपास का सपोर्ट है जो टोटल हम देते हैं startups. So this is the support which is being given by the state government only. अगर मैं सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की बात करूं तो अंडर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, मैं तो एक डिपार्टमेंट की सिर्फ बात करता हूं। डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी हैज लॉट ऑफ अदर स्कीम्स अंडर निधि। So Nidhi is one of the initiative. Under Nidhi, there are a lot of schemes. Nidhi Prayas, Nidhi EIR, Nidhi Center of Excellence. So इसके अंडर में बहुत सारी स्कीम्स और कुल मिला के लगभग क्या मुझे लगता है कि करोड़ रुपए तक की ग्रांट है एक स्टार्टअप के लिए। तो पॉइंट ये है कि गवर्नमेंट ये सोचती है कि इफ आई स्पेंड 1 करोड़ रुपी फॉर स्टार्टअप एंड out of 10 startups, couple of startups get succeed. So they will create enormous number of jobs,
Yes,
or they will contribute to the economy
exactly.
exponentially.
Right.
So because the startups are made to have the exponential growth,
Mhm.
मतलब they are not like the traditional business. इनका
Yes.
अगर हम ग्राफ देखते हैं तो ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस की अगर मैं बात करूं तो with the time
Mm.
the revenue generation becomes quite linear in
Yes.
the traditional business. Sometimes it becomes towards the lower side also,
Mm.
क्योंकि आपकी जनता जो परचेज करने वाली है वो तो फिक्स्ड है.
Yes.
But startups are made to have exponential growth.
Mhm.
They expand their business globally.
Mm.
So उनका ग्रोथ एक्सपोनेंशियल होता है. आज इसी वजह से दैट्स व्हाई I mean most of the investors are nowadays it's very fancy for them to invest into the startups because they know that we'll be having around 5x to 10x growth into it within 3 4 5 years.
With the fast growing world.
Yeah, 3 4 5 years. तो वो स्टार्टअप के लिए जीरो से शुरू होना और इसके बाद वो 5 6 7 करोड़ तक पहुंच जाना 3 4 साल में वो बहुत इजी होता है. हाँ, ये भी सच है कि शुरू के 2-3 साल तक जो क्रंच होता है स्टार्टअप का वो बहुत पेनफुल होता है. इट्स वेरी कॉमन फॉर द स्टार्टअप टू struggle to fill the petrol in the pipe or having the food for a couple of times.
Yes.
So it's very common for them to struggle for these things only.
Yes.
तो वो समय भी आता है. इसके बाद धीरे धीरे करके when the startup reaches to the break even point, इसके बाद तो growth exponential. The
Yes.
point is कि
It's all about ideas and
yeah it's all about. So it depends कि startup के अंदर patience कितना है
yes.
और उसका idea कितना disruptive idea है जो market में आके disrupt कर सकता है market को.
Okay.
So इसीलिए हम लोग शुरू में कोशिश करते हैं कि भाई अच्छा बड़ा माइनर सा डिफरेंस है कि स्टार्टअप में और एक ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस में बड़ा माइनर सा डिफरेंस है. दोनों रेवेन्यू जनरेट करते हैं. समझने का फर्क है खाली कि मतलब अगर कुछ इनोवेशन फैक्टर नहीं होगा तो स्टार्टअप की कैटेगरी में नहीं आएगा कभी भी. सो इनोवेशन फैक्टर शुड ऑलवेज बी देयर. और अगर वो नहीं है तो आप फिर एमएसएमई की कैटेगरी में आ गए. फिर आपका ग्रोथ एक्सपोनेंशियल नहीं है.
Yes.
तो हम कोशिश ये करते हैं कि राइट. सो वी ट्राई ऑन द इनिशियल स्टेज की स्टार्टअप जो है उनको हम मेंटर से कनेक्ट कर पाए और मेंटर से कनेक्ट करके हम ये उनको बता पाए कि आपके अंदर इनोवेशन फैक्टर है कि नहीं है, क्योंकि हम तो बने इसीलिए कि आपका एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ हो. इसके लिए हमने मेंटर्स का पूल भी बनाया हुआ है. Innovation Hub के अंडर में we have 75 mentors and all the mentors come from different thrust areas.
Yeah.
So you just take the name and we have mentors. We have mentors from the electromobility, we have mentors from the robotics, automation, we have mentors from the AI background, we have mentors from the all the cutting edge technologies, we have mentors. So हमारा ये भी एक काम है कि हम कनेक्ट करते हैं mentors के साथ स्टार्टअप्स को फ्री में, ऑलमोस्ट फ्री.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So ये कुछ बहुत सारे इनिशिएटिव्स हैं हमारी इनोवेशन हब के भी जो हम स्टार्टअप्स के लिए कर रहे हैं. मतलब ODY one district one incubation center is one of them. So creating the incubation centers in all the district we are trying to create, and we are fortunate enough to have number of institutions affiliated to the AKTU in all the districts. So this job becomes very easy for us to establish incubation center because अब जैसे मैं एक एग्जांपल लूं, KIPM का खुद का इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर डेवलप करने में लगभग 1.25 करोड़ के आसपास रुपए लग गए. ठीक है. बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस ऐसे हैं जहां पे कि एडमिशन फुल ना होने की वजह से उनकी बिल्डिंग, उनका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अभी थोड़ा खाली पड़ा हुआ है, उनको हम इंक्यूबेशन में क्रिएट कर देते हैं. राइट. सो वो हमारे लिए थोड़ा सा इजी हो जाता है.
Yeah.
So under this initiative of government, we are establishing the incubation centers, and I'm proudly saying that our team has established more than 100 pre-incubation centers across the UP. So scenario is there are around 70 incubation centers which are government of UP approved.
Okay.
So there is a certain process of the approval by the government of UP. So 10,000 square feet area should be
exciting also because my students were telling me just by seeing me very excited about this, they were just telling me, ma'am, please have admissions in BTech also. So yeah, this is quite exciting too.
Yeah, right. So that is saying the trend has not come here right now, but very soon this trend will come, like the South India or the developed states of the country like Telangana, Hyderabad and Gujarat. They are advertising in a very different way. जो मैंने अभी बोला था थोड़ी देर पहले कि their advertisement becomes like we have this number of startup having this much crore valuation. तो वो बड़ा अपील करता है, वो स्टूडेंट्स को बड़ा अपील करता है और वो पेरेंट्स को बड़ा अपील करता है. These things are connected to the admission itself.
Yes, I mean, who else doesn't want to grow, especially in financial aspects.
Right. So, और मैं बच्चों को ये भी हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि भाई आप तो इस जर्नी को ऑप्ट करो हमेशा. आप इस जर्नी को ऑप्ट करो क्योंकि इससे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा.
There's a lot of things. So
you learn lot of things are learned. The startup successful होता है, well and good. नहीं सक्सेसफुल होता है, गो फॉर द प्लेसमेंट.
yes,
कम से कम आपके नाम पे 1-2 पेटेंट तब तक हो जाएगा.
yes,
आप डिफरेंशिएट कर पाओगे उन 15-20 लाख पर ईयर निकल रहे लोगों से अपने आप को प्लेसमेंट के लिए.
yes.
क्योंकि भाई प्लेसमेंट ऑफिसर जो कि आपका प्लेसमेंट लेता हो सकता है उसका खुद का पेटेंट ना हो जो सामने आपके बैठा.
That will make you stand out.
Right.
Yes.
That makes the difference.
How do you feel coming here, like interacting with the students and all the faculty members?
Here, Kate.
Yes.
So I had been associated with KIPM from last 3 years, and continuously I have been interacting with the faculty members. And KIPM is sometimes fortunate enough to have such type of leaders. I must appreciate them, starting from the chairman itself. He is a visionary person, including chairman, including managing director, including the secretary, and everyone, including the CFO of the incubation centers and all the Section 8 directors also. So KIPM is fortunate enough to have such type of people. Top leadership is very visionary.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And another thing is the student coming from such areas like Gorakhpur and other nearby areas, they are having innovation factor into their mind. Although they are not that much privileged like the people from the Noida or NCR region, but they have always innovation factor into it, and you won't believe that most of the innovations are coming from the same areas. Like we are getting the people from Gorakhpur, Varanasi, Sonbhadra, Prayagraj, Basti, Gonda, यहाँ से बच्चे निकल के आ रहे हैं who are having the innovation into their mind.
Yes. We have pretty much number of
Right.
have innovation.
So everything is there. Visionary people are there. Innovative minds are there. So and good number of people are there. Incubation center is there. So what else we are waiting for?
Yes.
अब यहाँ पे उनको onboard करते हैं, फटाफट उनको convert करते हैं. Start.
Students are very innovative.
Right. I have seen those the innovations they are having. Right. So I believe that under the leadership of the top leaders, this incubation center would grow rapidly.
Yeah.
And the first step has already evolved.
I mean, I belong here itself. My home is near like 4 kilometers away from
this place.
Yes. So for a place like this, it's a great initiative to have an incubation center and an innovation center for students, especially because people here move out to the cities for having education and these kind of technical things. But if we are having this here, so students will not move out and they'll just admit here.
Yes, of course. I mean, if I have an idea, I should have the space to nurture that idea. I should have space to give that move roof of that idea.
Yes.
मुझे एक center की जरूरत पड़ती है हमेशा. And incubation center is always there to play such role.
When I came here, I did not know what incubation center they are talking about.
So slowly you will come to know. Incubation center mostly becomes a relaxing area for students, for the people.
Yes.
Because वहाँ पे वो वाला प्रोटोकॉल वाला ट्रेंड नहीं होता है कि हमें वो यूनिफॉर्म में आना है, हमें 9 to 5 आना है, हमें बैठना ही, हमें खड़े होना नहीं, वो प्रोटोकॉल नहीं होता है. सीईओ आपके बगल से कोई गुजर रहा है, आपको फर्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए उससे. इसीलिए मैं अपने जितने हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स है सबको लेकर मैं तेलंगाना गया. हमारी पूरी टीम लेके तेलंगाना गई थी उनको. टी हब कोई कल्चर नहीं है टी हब में. टी हब का सीईओ बिल्कुल वैसे ही है जैसे वहाँ का क्लास 4 है. वो सारे एक जगह बैठ के खाना खा रहे हैं, एक तरीके से मूव कर रहे हैं. कोई प्रोटोकॉल नहीं है, कोई फॉर्मेलिटी नहीं है वहाँ पे. सो इस वजह से वो जगहें ग्रो कर रही हैं और मेरा विश्वास ऐसा है कि बहुत जल्दी ही इन सब जगहों पे भी वही कल्चर आएगा.
Yeah, they don't have divisions in their class.
Right. So many times it becomes a relaxing area. So that's why we have been back into the incubation centers. Just come sit.
I was getting bored. I enjoy this conversation. Yeah, exactly. So this is moreover an introduction, yeah, and revision of lot many things. Like we don't talk about this. Yes. When you listen your leaders speaking about it, somebody actually started. There's an entire movie flashing in front of your eyes. So it's a different thought process when you were speaking because I remember when you said 75 mentors, what those mentors came to us, what that infrastructure came to us. Yeah, quite true. Yeah.
Fortunately, we both come from the same background.
Yeah.
She was also taking care of one of the good incubation center of MP.
Nice to know.
And I was associated to the NCR region. So we both know the nitty-gritties of the incubation centers and the pain points of them. So that's why the very first initiative which we took while coming to the AKTU Innovation Hub to cater those pain points. जैसे मैंने बताया ना कि patent center is one of them, giving the patent facility to all the innovators is one of them. Then she said, sir, we should have the policy also to support a very initial level innovators, I must say.
That would be easy to believe you.
And a lot of other thought processes are going on, and we will be implementing those also with the time. Because 3 years time for any government organization is not that much. At least 1 or 1.5 year we spend to understand the process of the government organization system, the government system. Then another 1.5 year we are trying to implement those things.
That's a pretty big thing.
But yes, I must appreciate the government. Things come slowly.
Yes.
But it becomes very effective.
And the government is
long lasting. Yes.
Yes.